So this video isn't scripted. This video is just right off the top of my head. I'm probably going to do a lot of babbling, and I'm sorry. Whatever. I was asked how I have my system set up for the Laowa Aurogon. I think the individual that asked me was mainly asking about the rings, how they have it set up on the WeMacro and stuff like that. So I thought I'd take this opportunity just to show you guys the stuff that I purchased. I mean, you can do whatever you want. There's no wrong way, no right way. It's just whatever works for you, and this is what works for me currently. So to just give a lowdown, I have the WeMacro vertical stand, the WeMacro. The WeMacro comes with this Arca Swiss clamp. It's fine, it's okay. I like something a little bit bigger, so I ended up getting a 110 millimeter clamp, and I replaced it. And you'll notice that I do have it bolted at two places. The reason for that is when I just had it in the one area, this the one spot, this is so big that it would twist back and forth, and there's nothing I could do about that. For somebody, so I needed a second one in there. It's just rock solid now. And this is my vertical setup. I do have, as you can see right here, I have 290 millimeters clamps that when I want to take this off, that I can put in here if I want to do horizontal. And I like that. And I could probably got away with having one, but depending on my lens setup, you know, I might have to bring this back a little bit, and I want a little bit more, you know, a little bit more, I guess you could call it ass on there, you know. So, but anyway, that's my horizontal setup. I can't get it out now. There we go. So let me put it back in the vertical, because that's, I believe, what the question was all about. There we go. So anyway, I switched this right out. Gone. Then I end up buying a 150, I don't know if this is 120, 130, 140, 150 Arca rail, and then a 300 millimeter. I also got a cheese plate, and I don't know what they call this. It's a 100-meter nano rail or something like that. And there's a method to my madness for this. So anyway, the reason I got this is because when you purchase that, it comes with, what did I do with it? It comes with, you know, this, but it also comes with this neat little plate. And if you're doing vertical, you know, I'd have to turn this vertical wise, and I just didn't like how it was. I wanted it more out. I wanted it out. So if I got this, I could put it in here, clamp it down, and then it'd be further out. And for me, that's just what I like. Do you need it? No, just turn your thing vertical. You'd probably be fine. But that was my method. Plus, then if I just kept this right here on my R6 II, which this is normally where it lives, if for some odd reason I have to do anything that's way up in the air, I can bring it down. But it is what it is. So don't shoot the messenger. That's just me. Now, let's get on with the Aurogon system. So what I've noticed is the reason I have a 300 and 150 rail is because when you hook these up and you have them on the camera, it mounts to the rail itself. Okay. So you need one that's going to be able to span, you know, your longest tube and your shortest tube. And the 300 will span my longest, and this one will span my shortest. So this is good for the 10 and the 20. Once you get to 35X and above, this one's a little too short, you know, to where I like to have my O-rings. So I ended up getting the 300. So let me get this all set up real quick, and we'll jump right back in. Okay, so I have the rings on. You want to slide them on from the top down. Don't go this way, and on this one, don't come up through the objective. You get hung up on these on the NA dial. So coming across here, and do not tighten them. The reason you don't want to tighten them is because you don't know when you lock this in the camera what the orientation is going to be. So what I normally do is I'll put them on like this, And then since this is the 50 times, I'll take my big rail and I will hook this up real quickly, maybe, or maybe not. It's always fumbling around. Maybe I'll fast forward this, maybe I won't. Okay, so I got it a little bit snug. And before you do that, you might want to put the objective on. So let me just move that out of the way for a minute. Let's take this off. Quick thing, if anybody tell you, do not put this lens cap on tight. If you do, have it on tight, what you're going to end up doing is when you take it off, this outer part will come off and you'll be screwed. Luckily, when I received mine, it was really tight and this came off. I contacted B&H where I purchased it. They contacted Laowa and they sent me another one, so that was nice. So what I normally do is I'll just put it on a little bit, finger tight, and call it good. So this is always the fun part, you know. I don't know how you guys are, but I like my stuff to be, I want Laowa, when it's on there to be in the front like that. I don't really care about, this part at all, but that's just me. So turn this around like this, and then we will put this on. And that's why you don't tighten the rings, because you need to move stuff around to get it to fit. So now like this, you can have this any way you want. I mean, it doesn't extend past and it's not gonna hit the camera. But if you're using this on like the 10 times or the 20 times, you push it all the way up, you're gonna run into the bottom of the camera, or you might actually clear the bottom. But then if you want to change the battery, I think that's an issue. I think that's why I had to go with the shorter one. But if you leave it all the way down, now you got this hanging past the objective, which isn't going to help at all. So I normally will push it as far as up as I can get it, and then I'll tighten the rail down. There we go. There we go. So that's tight, but this is still loose. And like I said, the reason I keep it loose is because I had to take that off. Grab my camera and let's connect this up. So now it's on my camera. So what I like to do is at this point, it's kind of loose and I like to keep it that way. And I'll just, 9 times out of 10, I'll just set it right here, man. I'll just set it on the ground and then I will just eyeball this, turn it to how I like it. That looks good. We'll call that good. And then that's when I will lock it down. Just like that. Now I will tell you it's not a trick, it's not a tip, maybe it's a tip. When you get these Arca Swiss plates, they normally come with like little screw stoppers. Remove the one that's on the bottom that you're gonna slide it in. You remove that because it plays hell trying to get it in the plates here, but keep the one that's up top. So just in case something happens and it slides down, it will still stop. So now you just put it in, and I will usually start like right there and I'll clamp it down. And I don't know, this probably might be too far out of your range, but there you go, it's hooked up. What sucks is that at this extreme magnification, it's really hard to find your subject that you're doing. So what I normally will do is I'll have it like on my thing. Instead of going up and down with the rail constantly, I'll just loosen this up and then I'll watch the screen either on that, but I have mine hooked up to my BenQ monitor, so I'll be looking at that. And I'll raise it up and down a little bit. I'll manually do that for focusing until I get damn near where I want it. And then I'll lock it down, and then I'll do my fine tuning with either the app or the desktop WeMacro program. I mean, it's that simple, it's that easy. If you have any questions, like, settings or anything like that, I will say maybe invest in this kind of a cheese plate and get a 3/4 to a 1/4 20 insert. because what I like about that, let me get this out of the way so I don't mess it up. What I like about it is I usually have it mounted right there, and I took it off for this video. I have it mounted right here, so it gives me more space. And then normally what I'll do is if I need something, I have a bunch of either black, white, or anything like that, and I'll set it there, and now that's my base. And I can go back and forth, you know, with it. This one's see, this one's a little bit big. I have to cut it down so it actually fits, but that's a good idea. I mean, do what you want, you know. That's my 2 cents. Also, when you purchase this, I know a lot of the videos show this part being like this, so it goes back, you know, instead of like this. I found out that I don't like it like that, because if I got to do something and I had it the way it normally is, I have to reach back here and turn a knob and then turn around in here. If I have it sideways like this, I'm good. I am 100% good. And I did a bunch of different configurations, and this is what works best for me. Plus, you know, when this is on here, as you can see, this, you know, right here is the thing. It's good. I mean, I can go back and forth, and it's even like that. Like if I hook up my, you know, if I had the Laowa 2 times, or the Canon RF100, or the 2.5 to 5x Laowa, you know, when it's on here, it's still in the field of view, and all the knobs are right here by me, and I'm golden. So that's how I have this set up. I don't know if this helped you at all. I'm sorry if I rambled. It's been a long week, and have fun. If you have any questions, man, just drop me a line, and, you know, we can collaborate, and I can tell you settings, and, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, sorry it took me long to get this out, but that's what it is. I'll talk to you later. Bye.